Hello everyone. Long time no see. Thank you for waiting. I was just finishing breakfast. You could let me know if you can hear me well and if the music is okay. That'd be great. How is everyone going? I hear you well. Thank you, Kashi. Okay, I think we can start. YouTube says this stream is healthy. I guess that's good. So, there are like public holidays right now in New Zealand, so I decided why not spend some time and work on this guy. Particularly on his hair. I spent a couple of hours off stream last time and just blocked this out. I don't know if I like all of it. Might not keep this squiggly bit. But yeah, we'll see. Let's bring in the texture though. And like so. And the camera like so. Okay. Привет, очень хорошо. Хорошее начало дня. Ну, спасибо. У меня тоже отличное начало дня тут. Чайком и с Zbrushem с вами. Okie dokie. So off stream again, I lined up some stuff, reworked his crown a little bit. There was no connection here last time, if you remember. So I smoothed it out. Then obviously added some hair. It's not my brush, so it was like this. Now it's like this. Much better. And this was a failed attempt, so I should get rid of it. Okay. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll answer them in both English and Russian. But if not, then I'll just, keep on telling you stories and sculpt at the same time. Hello, I hope you're well. Hello, the Wandering Toad. I'm well, thank you. This is gorgeous. Thank you. I should probably credit the artist who... Well, first of all, the concept artist. Let me quickly... I think if you go to the description of this video, you'll find their link. But also, I downloaded this really cool airbrush. Doesn't say who the creator is, but I'll find them. Yuna Minkova. This artist. They made a pretty cool brush. It's like a kit where you can stylize hair to look like this without having to place any hair cards. So, looking at the concept, I thought that this would be a great brush for me because he's got this really silky looking silver hair. So we're gonna try that. Then we'll try to set it up in Marmoset. Probably not today. I don't expect to finish him today. But yeah, just to explain my vision. Hi, how are you doing? Are you also on Twitch? Hi, Combo German? German? No, I'm not on Twitch. Should I be? I stream for Maxon and they have a Twitch account, so that's that. Should I get a Twitch account for myself as well? Let's model that hair tie bit, the golden crown looking bit, real quick. Would be the fastest way. Well, you have that, so we can just duplicate it. Reuse, recycle. Let's mirror and weld on the y-axis. Okay. If I just mirror on the y. Yeah, let's say this is fine. Many people these days are on Twitch and they have an account there too, so maybe it would be a great idea to stream on both platforms, just saying. Yeah, I know we have to pay for Restream though, to stream on both at the same time, and I just don't stream enough on my personal channel to justify paying a subscription. That's why I'm only here. Maybe one day. You know, I'm only just streaming every other week on Maxon's channel, so I rarely get to do this kind of thing because I took a couple of days off work and it's public holiday season right now. Well, season, I mean like you can take a whole week off. So I'm here. Okay, let's quickly zero mesh this. Before that, maybe we can slice it. Cool. Keep groups. Something small. Even smaller. Yeah, that looks good, I think. Now I want to make it slightly bit sharper. This and like this. And go to crease polygroups. Maybe like so. Like so. Crease polygroups, and now resolution with a small bevel. Let's see. What if we got rid of these support ones? Okay, it's a bit cleaner. And it's also lighter in weight. So if we were to duplicate them like 8 times, I mean, Zbrush can handle pretty high poly geometry, so I'm not worried about that. It's a bit messy down there, but let's just not look at it. It looks like on... You guys can see the concept. No. Wrong one. 1 second. Gonna add an image. Oh, there it is. I'm just gonna put it somewhere here to the side. A bit of a jump scare, wasn't it? В вашем Discord-канале все могут делиться работами для обратной связи. Я очень хочу получить оценку, но очень боюсь. А чего бояться? Да, там есть фидбэк-канал. Зелененький такой с сердечком. Да, все скидывают, когда у меня есть время, я добираюсь до них и обрисовываю. Не бойтесь. Мне на работе каждый день обратную связь дают. Я уже что-то там доумею вроде бы. Но это все равно часть работы. Okay, so from the looks of it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you think he's got like 6 of them all around? 1? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, maybe 6 is a good number. How would we do that? So we would need to, let's append a cylinder. We could array mesh, I think. I just haven't played enough with it. Okay. So let's just turn off everything, turn on the cylinder. And this. Let's try array mesh. Repeat 5 times. And rotate X, Y. Yeah, but the pivot is not being taken into account. What if we align to path? Nah, it's not gonna do anything. Okay. We tried, we failed, it's fine. I need to read up on how array mesh actually works. Duplicate it. We need to just offset it 60 degrees every time. So let's say that's 60. Duplicate again. Another 60. Not a very precise method, but it works. Now another 60. There you go. Array mesh is one of those things I know is there and never use it, lol. Yeah, same here. It's super powerful, but I never find myself using it. Wait, we actually don't need this. Turn it off. This, however, maybe we do need it for the base of the crown. Kind of goes like this. How would we get that shape though? Let's do auto groups. Keep this one. I'm trying to get that crown shape for the base as well. I could be more precise now because now insert has snap off and on. We can snap it down the middle, down the middle, down the middle. So this is like ideal snapping for like precise modeling. So let's go to transform, activate symmetry, and I want to turn on radial symmetry and set it to, come on, 6. But why? Okay. Poly group, single poly. I see. Cylinder is not optimized for 6 sections. Okay. Could we just snapping off? Piece. Let's subdivide it a couple of times and just drag it down like so. Kinda. Now I can rotate this like this. Do you like my mug, by the way? It's hedgehog playing on the, what do you call it, tambourine? My mom gifted it to me when she was here in New Zealand. Really cute. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Oh, also, might have seen in my story, so apart from this vampire and other like gazillion projects that I never finished, I'm working on a new one. You might have seen this trend going around on the internet called starter packs, and they were originally like an AI trend, but a 2D artist picked it up and made the starter pack no AI trend. And now all artists all over the world making their own. So, see, should play. Basically, I don't have this photo on my computer, that's why I can't show it. Basically, I designed myself in a chibi version, and when I have time, I'm gonna put myself in some plastic and I'm gonna model it in Zbrush. And yeah, render it out of maybe Marmoset, maybe V-Ray, we'll see. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I shouldn't be really spending much more time on something like this. Ah, come on. These games with ZBrush. Every time, I swear. Let's apply. And now let's turn on backface mask, and now we can make it thicker where it needs to be thicker. Like so. Looks good to me. Might be a bit too high poly, but I think I can live with that. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Okay, we can actually reconstruct it all the way to this level. It's pretty good. We don't need anything higher, we can just crease it again. Crease poly groups. Set the bevel, something like this. And yeah. It's just the bottom bit got a bit wobbly, so I can just trim it a tad. I want it to be pretty, what's the word, crisp? Let's keep this as a backup and merge down with this one. Okay. One more thing we could do is do deformer soft. Oh, need to reset the gizmo. Deform is soft, and now set this to 2 divisions everywhere. And we can like make it even. Maybe we can actually keep those 2. Select the middle part and scale it up. Select the bottom part and scale it down. There you go. You can also do that once it's in place. Let's turn everything back on. Disregard this giant sphere. It's for naming. What is the name of this trend? Is that the trend where they make themselves this toy figurine in the package? Yeah, it's called Starter Pack. But originally it was AI driven, and then there's a weird noise in my apartment. Someone's drilling. Okay, never mind that. Yeah, so the 2D artist made like a no AI version and everyone picked it up. Okay, so this thing doesn't fit. You guys can't hear it, but it's such an annoying sound. Whoa. Okay. And I decided to do that the one time I decided to stream. I saw a man behind you. Yay, that's my partner. I don't have a solo studio office space. We share it with my partner. So you'll see him from time to time. He's on his best behavior though, so there shouldn't be any noises. Just my neighbors. Yeah, we can't hear it. That's good, because it sounds like a mix of a drill and a mosquito. Not a nice mix. Okay, so placed it there. Doesn't work. Surprise, surprise. It often doesn't. We can do our best and just set to auto groups. Mask this one. They're pretty big too. And perspective. Okay, no more questions. This is gonna be tricky. Oh well. I might have to redo some of this. I really don't like this bit. Let's split it, just in case if I decide to bring it back. In the meantime, okay, what I'm trying to do is just, if you've ever made a ponytail, girls or men with long hair will know what I'm talking about. All the strands should really be going in and then out, right? If you're making this kind of ponytail. So you have to follow that logic, and I didn't. So that's why I'm suffering now. And when you do, everything will like flow nicely, and then it will be easier to place these diamond bits. So let's do that. Grab the stylized brush. I think I've been using these two mostly, and this one for thinner strands. The nice thing about this brush is because it's that it keeps UVs. So still got UVs that you can later use to drive that anisotropic hair shader in Marmoset tool bag, which is where I'm planning to render this guy. Now let's turn off his body. Okay, good. Now let's go to stroke, curve modifiers, set it to something like this. Okay, maybe slightly bit thicker. Let's go to brush. Can't really see it because the whole thing is blocking, but basically in depth, you can set it to something lower and right click on it again. Oh, sorry, left click on it again, and it will snap closer to the surface. So maybe somewhere halfway through is good. We can also cycle through a couple of brushes and see which one we like more. I might like this one more. Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep it. Not really snapping, which is interesting. Ooh. Let's try and rotate. Jesus, okay. Snapping doesn't do us any favors. Let's turn it off. We can just grab a normal move brush and move it into place. When working with hair, you should really think about layering, not just everything sitting flush against the surface. There should be like a sort of a hierarchy going on. Let's say this one actually sits on top of that one. And I'm only affecting that strand because I have topological turned on. Let's close that window. Do you texture in Marmoset or just for final renders? Texture? I never texture in Marmoset, I texture in Substance Painter. But I also do Polypainting. If I need like quick renders, I'll do it in Zbrush. Now, I know that Marmoset's got some texturing capabilities, I just never tried it. I only use it for like quick renders and stuff. Okay, looking better. Just need to fill out this gap. Maybe turning off this for now will help, so I don't get confused. What are you guys working? Do you use Zbrush or Blender? Zbrush in Maya, Zbrush in Blender. Cool. Substance for texturing as well. Yeah, so I'm just used to Substance, but to each their own. Some people still use 3D Coat, some people use Mari, especially if they work in visual effects and like films. They'll use Mari a lot there. Super powerful, but again, haven't played with it enough. Интересно, есть ли у вас плюсы как представители Zbrush по типу бесплатной подписки? Да, они нас полностью спонсируют в этом плане. Весь Maxon One. Но они нам не платят. То есть мы стримим, в сути, просто за подписку. Ну и потому что нравится стримить. Hey, I use Substance Painter for textures too. Hey! Прошу прощения за личный вопрос, так как бы это не особо секрет. But I saw a lot of people are using marmosets for painting now that you asked. That I asked. Well, for games at least. Okay. Yeah. I've seen some, just not a lot. Some people still do old school Photoshop texture painting, but it's mostly for hand painted stuff. Not so much for like realism. Better. Just quickly move this one there. Like that. He looks freaky without skin, his body. Okay. Let's isolate this one. And let's round this scale. Ooh, I finished a game last night called Bloom and Rage. Ooh, that was a wild ride. I would recommend it. It's a unique kind of game, so if you haven't played games like these, you might not enjoy it. So you really need to like spend time with all the details and stuff to get the full experience and the story. It's from the same original creators of Life is Strange. You remember that game? Made a lot of noise in 2000, I wanna say 16 when it came out, I think. So, same creators. It's about 4 girls living in the 90s. I think it's 1995. It's the summer of that year. And they become best friends during that summer. But also, something happens at the end of that summer that makes them all swear to never see each other again. and then they get to give it 27 years later. Why 27 years? I don't know. Well, but yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the game. Very nice music, environments, all the props. There's an ability to like rotate props around and like look closely at the textures of the props in the game. And you can imagine that's all I did really. I just inspected how they did the textures, like what kind of like materials they used, filters they used. I could recognize some filters from Substance there, from the game. That was a fun moment. Поделитесь, пожалуйста, какая ниша больше востребована на рынке 3D, по вашему мнению? Аниматоры всегда нужны. Именно аниматоры, которые анимируют. И Visual Effects Artists, VFX всегда нужны. Вот люди, которые знают Гудини, то, как меня наняли в компанию, где я сейчас работаю. Я была сначала Гудини артистом, потом стала художником по персонажам. Вот. Ну, технарей всегда ищут тоже. Технических артистов, которые там будут решать проблемы. Персонажей моделить и вообще что-либо моделить, текстурить, оно такое настолько... Ну, как бы оно востребовано, но очень быстро заполняется людьми. Конкуренция большая. Поэтому непросто, но мне невозможно. I did this too in video games too, looking close at the models and the textures and the materials they used. I see. Kindred spirits. Yeah, that's me every time. I'll just spend an abnormal amount of time in, you know, the character, like, armor select menu. I'm just like observing all the details. Maybe they're still supposed to be a bit smaller. I don't know. It's really tricky with these. Again, because 2D perspective is a thing. So you might enjoy that game though, Michelle. It's called Bloom and Rage. And it's a short one too. I got it down in 15 hours, but it's just one ending. I believe there are 8 endings to the game, because your choices really do matter. They went all out in terms of endings. I got an ending that I think I deserved based on my choices. I was like, yeah, that's fair. I don't think I got the best one. But if you do end up playing this game, you will feel very nostalgic if you were a kid growing up, especially in the 90s, 2000s. I was a kid growing up in 2000s, but I still felt what the studio of Don Knot were trying to, you know, convey with their game. This nostalgia feeling of a summer break period of time. I didn't play it, but I watched a bit of it on someone's stream. It looked interesting. Yeah, no, I enjoyed the game. I have a feeling that there will be mixed reviews about it. Like, right now it's very positive reviews, but they just dropped the second tape, which is like it's split into 2 tapes, 2 parts, 1 game. Played through the first one, loved it. Played through the second one, loved it again. How do I make it spoiler free? Basically, you might leave the game feeling like you absolutely loved it, or you're a bit confused. I feel like I'm more of the first one. Do you guys play any games? Anything new recently has been released, announced? Okay. Well, that's something, I think. By the way, if you are on the move brush and you set your scale, your draw size to 0 or like 1, and you start moving, it will actually move the whole thing. Not just one, like, vertice. It might only work when topological is turned on though. Yeah. You turn on topological and then you set it to 1. And then you can move it like that. What if we mask this? Try to make it more like a spherical bun. Hi Layla. Hi Sarwar. Welcome. Tekken 8, Inzoi, Venus Vacation, Prism, Dead or Alive. I played these 3 games. I look forward to the Stellar Blade release. Okay. Is the Stellar Blade one with a very sexy protagonist? I've heard that Inzoi is very like underbaked. Like it's got a lot of potential, but there isn't enough stuff to do yet. And it uses a lot of AI to generate textures as well. It's kind of not nice. I watch other people play games on the second screen than actually playing them these days. That's fair enough. I do that too. Not with all games though. Some I really want to play, like Last of Us Part 2. I've been waiting for that game to come out on PC for years now. And it's finally out. No spoilers. I've already been spoiled everything. My lovely people on the internet. Как вы изучали Гудини? На моей первой работе в Молдове мой супервайзер был visual effects артистом, и он меня всему научил. Всему, что знал. Ну, потом все туториалы. Довольно-таки много сейчас туториалов по Гудини. Куда ни глянь, все делают, мне кажется. Ugh. Really can't get this hair to flow nicely into that little bit. Let's mask this. Push it in. My whole desk is like covered in little like figurines and stuff. Let me show you one. It's like a rose from Little Prince. Very detailed. I don't know if the camera is picking it up. It's really sweet. Got a lot of texture too. So I like putting them on my desk and just observing them when I sculpt. Inspire me in a way. Yeah, very cute. Okay. Group by normals. Let's mask the inside. Do something like this. Man, I didn't realize how much of a struggle it would be to place these diamonds. One by one. Trying to break up the flow so not everything just goes down. Some things, yeah, more interesting. We well, if we can at least figure this part out this stream, I'll be very happy. Because it's been eating away at me the past couple of streams that I've been working on this guy. We should also save. Oops. My feet are very cold. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna put on some socks. It's almost winter in New Zealand. It's getting colder and colder. Oops. any of you guys working in the industry? Or do you want to work in the industry, I assume? Maybe you're studying? Yep, struggling character artist here. Oh no. I am trying to animate an object now. See my new animation video. I will also learn Zbrush in future. Oh? Yeah. It's not a fun time to be a character artist right now though. A lot of competition out there. Very qualified competition too. Because of massive layoffs the past 3 years, 2 years. I finally reached like the scale of the bun that I wanted. This might also be a bit too big. I think I'm gonna leave that part there. It's not done, but it's okay. Just gonna delete this one and put like a new cylinder that hasn't been deformed as much. Just group by normals, delete hidden. And this is good enough. Okay. You guys are quiet. I'd say in speed sculpts like these, here's the thing that takes longest to get right. Turn it off for a second. Turn dynamic on. I just wanna play around with this ponytail thingy. Just trying to create interesting looking shapes. Turn on transparency. Looking really good so far. Thank you. Just trying to get a good like rhythm. And rhythm not in terms of how I work, but like art rhythm. There's this, which comes through the original design of the artist in the comments down below. Huh. Just this looks rather flat and uninteresting. There we could I don't know. We could maybe bring this one to the front like this. This is also pretty boring to look at. Oh well. Don't tell me you have to do the diamonds again for the other side because the hair is asymmetric. Yeah, hair is asymmetric and I'll have to do diamonds, but I won't torture you guys with them. I'll torture myself off stream. I realized how much of a hassle they are. It's fine. It's important to show it though sometimes, because most often than not, all people consume on the internet is just a pretty image and they see it for 10 seconds and then they scroll past it. What they don't see is just this, you know, hours and hours of decision making just to create that one pretty image. And artists that use AI don't help either. I don't know if I want to even call people who use AI for commercial or their own, I don't know, art accounts, artists, I don't know. Basically, they don't make it any easier for us either because they can generate hundreds of images like this in a matter of minutes. Whereas I'm already like hour and a half into just making this ponytail look good. So, you know, tough, but it's always been that way. There was always competition, there were always, you know, some struggles out there in the world. Now there's just AI. I don't know. Try not to make a big deal out of it. If I'll have to learn how to use it for a job, so be it. Just don't let yourself get spooked by all of those clickbait videos and people who don't know the fuck they're talking about. Saying stuff like, oh, AI is gonna take our jobs, or your job, or this and that. There are no guarantees in life, you know? You just gotta stay strong as an artist, but also as just a human being. Yeah, that's a bit more interesting, I guess. What else? We can do hair on the side as well. We're gonna use this mesh because with this brush, for it to maintain UVs, you need to draw it out on the mesh that already has UVs. If I were to draw it out on this doesn't have UVs, it's just Dynamesh. We'll do this as well. Dynameshed hair. That would just kill everything. Oh, I love seeing the struggles. Good. That's why I'm here. Turn it off for now. brush and lower it. I'm just looking at what I can hide behind the ear and what I can't hide behind the ear. Let's go this way. I saw someone made an analogy the other day about AI artists can't call yourself a chef if you just put hot pockets in the microwave. That's a good analogy. Yeah. That's a funny one. But it is what it is, right? How can they call themselves artists? All they do is just type in prompts. Or something like that, he said. No, good one. I agree. Okay. And trying to think of the flow of the hair, hierarchy of the hair, all that good stuff. I think we just finished that side of the hair and we give it a quick poly paint. It'll be tricky to get in there. not impossible. I should really organize these. В вашем окружении много ли 3D-артистов работают с портретами? С портретами? Они делают то, что вот я делаю? Или именно чтобы создавать реалистичные портреты? Реалистичные. У меня есть художники на работе, которые могли бы сделать хороший реалистичный портрет, да. Знают все техники, но они ничего не делают особо для своего портфолио. Ну, то есть делают, но редко. То есть это же как бы зависит от того, хочет человек там поменять себе работу или нет. Когда начинает пилить портфолио. Ну, или там стать лучше. Не знаю, у всех разные желания. Okay. Do this bit and then we can do some quick poly paint, I reckon. You click on the start of the line where you drew it. So you like, I drew it this way, so I started here. And then hold on Control. You'll be able to twist it. So that's what I'm trying to do now, is twist it in a way that looks organic, I guess. Line up view. Okay. Not finished, but I'm more or less happy with it. Okay. So let's switch to skin shaded skin shade 4. Save the project. Oh, he's missing the chin bit as well. It's okay. We'll just start. No. No. I'm picking like mid-tones, so not like the darkest parts. Mm-hmm. I just want to see, because Polypaint can oftentimes help with the proportions. So I tend to do it earlier than now, but it is what it is. This one's filled. Yeah, I can already see some mismatch in terms of proportions. which is okay. Let's start with the eyes. That'll be easiest to do. Let's add like 4 layers, 4 levels. Okay, maybe slightly a bit bigger. Take a look at male faces. Let me bring up some reference. Quite pale. Let's type in color, zones, face, male. Yeah, that's good. Here's what I mean. This is a principle that's used in 2D, 3D, all arts, really. I'm gonna save a couple of those. So I'm being very rough right now with my Polypaint. Now, let's grab some yellows. And go in here. And forehead. I can't really see in the corners. The mouth. Bit of a nose bridge. Now blues. No jaw usually for males. Can be blue. Bit of a neck as well. Under the eyes directly. Here. Oh, so that's that. Now we're just gonna go over it and bring back the normal skin color. Do it with like color spray and normal spray. Hey, Miss Layla. Hi, Maya Free. Welcome. Still removing all that we've done, but we're gonna leave some of those undertones there. Might not look like much, but if we switch to flat color, you'll see that those colors are still there, they're just more faint. This kind of like nice lipstick thing going on. Really dark makeup too. Trying to do it in the direction that makeup would be done, so from here to here, like towards the towards the ears, I guess. For all of my non-makeup users. Yes, it's kind of like smeared towards there. Miss Layla, do you prefer using Polypainting instead of texture maps? I use both. Why can't you use both? I don't prefer. I just use both. You do Polypaint in Zbrush, then you take it to Substance and you work on it some more. Get the best of both worlds. That's like weeks going down. Oh, that's really cool character. Thank you. Oh, character is not mine. The concept artist is listed down below. But we're slowly but surely trying to get him to look like that. Harper. Forgot to do something, so the trick I like to use, grab your mask and turn this to drag rectangular. Now turn on back face mask and drag it from the top. So maybe from here. Here. Now we're gonna go to the high subdivision level. Now Polypaint, adjust colors. And we're gonna slide the RGB intensity to something higher. And when you switch to flat color, you'll see that now there's like these really nice shadows baked in. You can also invert it and adjust colors again and set RGB intensity to something lower. Come on. Hello, TCAN. You turned into a live 3D character. You made it become real. Thank you. Not yet, but it's getting there. Obviously, lighting here plays a big role. It's kind of like lit from the bottom up. I can still add a little bit of that. Just here and there. Quickly fake some anisotropic lighting, anisotropic shader. Turn off dynamic. Quickly like add a few streaks here and there. All of this fake, and obviously I'm not gonna use it in the final image, but still nice to look at while we're still in ZBrush. Okay. Maybe we could turn this to gold. Yeah, something like that. One second, I need to take this call. Alright, that was my sister. Do you have low poly workflow too? Yeah, it's just not for this one because this one's just for fun. So I don't focus on low poly. Just want to sculpt and not worry about low poly. But yeah, for work, I do the whole pipeline. Well, except for rigging and animating. Okay, so that's more or less the progress for today's stream, I feel like. Not gonna do much more progress today. Been streaming for 2 hours, over 2 hours at this point. What do you guys think? Is it getting closer? It's getting closer, looking good so far. Thank you. So he just really needs his hair to be done, and then we can move on to all the little details like those golden, what would you call them? Trims on his jacket and his earring, and then we can add the bats as well. And I'll do the other crown bit off stream. Because man, were they not fun to do. Wow, просто прекрасно, спасибо. And his chin guard, yes, yes. I don't know why I keep on putting it off. It's such a small and little and simple model. It take me like any time at all, but I'll do it. But yeah. What's his name? Vincent, I believe. The original concept artist called him Vincent. Let's progress on him for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, even though I didn't talk as much, but I got to focus and get some progress done. So I'm pretty happy. Maybe it's a beard guard. Who knows? Who knows? And guard. Thanks for the fun stream. All good. Thank you for coming. Yeah, it's been very productive and cozy. I don't have to be as formal on my own channel. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, all of my links down below. I have a Discord server, a Telegram server, Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn as well. What else am I forgetting? Well, YouTube. You know YouTube. You should. Anyway, see you all next time. Bye bye.